Good morning, good evening, good night. Welcome to NFT Live, a Friday edition on the Web3 Network. Excited to be sitting here wrapping up the week. We survived, y'all. March 22nd, almost through the month. Almost, I think we might be. Like, when's the official start of Q2? Just the end of the month?
Yeah.
I think it's just the end of the month. Yeah, we're almost through. We're almost through Q1 here. Some good things happening, some not so great things happening, as is the case pretty much every week in crypto. So we're gonna try to get you caught up and then get you wrapped up into the weekend before all that starts. So DP, Gifted, Biggie Poppins is out touching grass. Huda will be here in just one moment. So don't touch the dial if you're just here for Huda. Makes sense, I guess. But DP, what's up?
Hey man, new mic, who this, man? I'm bad. I'm in here sounding like a real fucking professional. Do it!
Yeah, you do sound a lot better.
Yeah. Now you can hear
How's it feel? You have a silky, buttery voice now. What's going on?
It feels good, man. It feels good to know that I'm being heard clearly. Now you can all hear my great one takes, my great one-liners.
I feel like I
my shit talk.
Yeah, I feel like I can definitely take your input a lot more seriously. Before I was just like, this guy's a fucking clown.
Oh, you took me for a fucking joke, huh?
Yeah.
All right, got you.
It's been a little spicy here on the network today. We had a couple different spaces. No GM Web3 actually, so we only had the Say What space at 11.
You see this shirt?
I had to fully kick Gifted off the space. That's how spicy it's been. What's the shirt?
Take note of the shirt. Take note of what the shirt says. It says pray for my enemy. Yeah, okay. Well, I read it out for you all. It says pray for my enemies with the middle finger.
Nice, and it matches the headband.
You don't want to be on this list.
Really thought through the whole
brother.
The whole thing.
Damn, spicy as hell. DP, nice to have you. Like I said, we're going to have Huda here in just a moment, but Gifted is up here, my faithful co-host as well. Easing Crypto, also Epic joining Say What this morning. That was the first time I'd seen my man on a stage in a minute, or a stage we've been on. I know you host a bunch of different stuff, but it was nice to talk with Easy and Crypto this morning. What's up, Gif?
Yeah, but those don't count. It only counts when it's with us. So it counts the most. But no, yeah, shout out Easy. Our lab, our tribe. I'm half awake. It's Friday. I might just crawl into bed after the show. I don't know. It's been a long week, but I'm happy. I'm blessed to be here with y'all.
It looked like you wore your pajama top today.
Yeah.
Are you wearing shorts?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just as long as that's the case. All right, Wolf, Choina. Choina joining us again. Like I know it's like off and on, depending on the holiday season and also a lot of different things for your work. But Choina, nice to see you here in the house while we are live. Wolf, Christian Jensen, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you guys' support as we just get the show off and started. I need to be sharing out the episode as well.
Share out the room. Smash that like.
I need to share it out as well.
Yeah, share it out. Let's go. Let's get it popping. It's Friday. We're going to have a good time. Huda will show up whenever the hell he wants to show up. But y'all are here right now. So you know what? Take a moment. We'll wait. We don't got anything better to do.
Hey, while you're in the middle of this, hit that disclaimer because it sounds like a good transition. Hit the disclaimer. Let's just get it out of the way.
Yeah, the old handy dandy.
Yes, hit it.
All right. Why not? I gotta clear my throat for this. This is important. This is the most important thing that we're gonna say all day, because everything else is just downhill from here. I'm gonna say a bunch of nonsense today, but this is the one thing that we know to be true, and that is that we're not financial advisors. No matter else, like what else is said, the one thing to remember is nothing that we say on the stage is financial advice. Never will be, never has been, never should be. So just take your own bags, do what. It's not on us, fam. We are not financial advisors. Q's ready to kick me off this stage too. I'll see y'all later.
You're making my job easy here today. Making my job easy. All right, we're just getting that shared out. I'll drop the link in the description. It's kind of a slow news day, I think, over the last 24 hours. I mean, we've seen meme coins up and down. There is like a ridiculous thing happening over on Solana right now that I'm not going to fucking partake in as far as even covering it. But there's some nonsense happening over on ETH. I saw like, anti-Semitic stuff. It's just
Dude,
across the board.
Solana's embarrassing right now. It is what it is. But you know what's even more embarrassing, I have to say, than the racist, anti-Semitic bullshit meme coins that are popping up on Solana is when a bunch of Sol people, instead of saying like, hey, y'all, this is fucked up, like, let's not support this, they're trying to do some kind of weird psyop and say, oh, it's a bunch of ETH people coming over here. It's like a false flag, you know, false flag of ETH people coming over here and watching these coins to make us look bad.
What if that is true, though?
Bruh.
Could be true.
Come on now.
You're not buying into the tinfoil hat on that one?
Nah, I'm not. There's just a bunch of shitheads that are in your community doing shithead things. Call them out. Say what it is, dude. It's fucking bullshit. Don't try and make it into something it's not. Don't try and skirt around it. Like, grow the fuck up, dude. Sorry.
Jose is in here saying Chungo. So we got a Chungo in the house. There it is.
Let's go.
Shout out to the Chungos.
There's too many X's for Gift Dead today. There's too many. He's getting after it. You love to see it. All right. Like I said, slow news day on a lot of fronts. I feel like it's been a pretty active week, but just to round out Friday, it's been pretty slow. We did see ETH NFTs continue their trend upwards, right? So we've seen green with ETH NFTs for the first time, like back-to-back days, what it feels like in forever. That we'll touch on that in just a moment. The broader crypto market as well does not know where it wants to head. You can see over there on the right-hand side, it's a little bit of chop. We're probably down for the most part on the week, but not overly large, right? So we see like 10%, 7% for BNB, 9% for ETH. Not this doom and gloom, oh my God, what's happening? We're down 50%. But it was a down week overall. Really, really choppy environment to be caught up in. Of course, there's going to be some outliers. Let's see who was the outlier over the last 24. Ronin seems to be doing pretty okay, guys. I know that, again, surviving green over the last 7 days, but really...
I'm about to dump all
$4
my fucking
almost
liquidity on Coinbase into Ronin. I'm just telling y'all, at some point, it's probably going to be today.
It's your front run gift.
Everything I got on Coinbase at some point is going to be in Ronin. I'm telling y'all right now.
This man is telling you before he buys. That's how you know.
That's what I do. I'm fully transparent.
Yeah, so go front run.
Go ahead.
All right, I was going to take a look at the top 200 tokens here as well. Obviously, it gets you a little bit of a broader look at who's performing well. Not many stand out. Book of Meme of 50% on the week. So we've been talking about Bohm. They had a massive run up to start the week and have since pulled back a little bit, but they're still at 50%. What's up?
You know what I want to say.
Told you so.
Called it. No, like literally two days ago or a day or two ago, I was sitting explaining my thesis on why Bohm is gonna be one of the winners. So I'll say it real quick here, since it pulled back a bit. Maybe now's still a good time to buy. I don't know, not financial advice, but I'll give you my thesis real quick on Bohm. Out of the last meme coin wave, so DP, you might remember. Early 2023, when Pepe and Turbo and a bunch of we had another sort of there was we kind of have these waves, these metas that come and go with meme coins, right? So this is not the first meme coin meta, so we can look back at other ones. Out of that one, Pepe was one of the early ones that really kicked off that meta because it did things that people had never seen before. It shot past $1 billion in a couple days or something, and nobody had seen a meme coin launch and hit $1 billion as quickly as Pepe did. And then out of that, there was a bunch of others that kind of spawned out, but there's only a few winners. Ultimately, it consolidates. The waves consolidate down into a couple winners. So Pepe and Turbo are two that came out of that doing pretty well. But a lot of the others didn't do so well. Bohm basically did what Pepe did, and it really started this new meme coin meta because it hit $1 billion like that. It shot up to 1.5 billion faster than Pepe. People had never seen something so fast. And then a bunch of others spun out of it. Some of them will do okay, but I'm just betting that Bohm is one of the winners that comes out of this meta, this wave of meme coins. And that was basically the thesis. I think that it's like the Pepe of this specific meme coin meta. So that's why I was telling everybody. I think it's going to do well, and it's looking all right.
You know, I could buy that. I could buy that. I can get into it. Even though I think that I will say I think Bonk kind of like was the thing that kickstarted like this whole entire new meme coin wave again, right? And then we get to Boom and and our guy Beanie kind of pushing it and the cabal getting behind it and making it what it is. But no, I agree with you. I do think Boom is going to be one. There's going to be a lot of losers in the process. A lot of people going to lose a lot of money. But I mean, that's the way this meme culture shit goes. Also, you know, I think some of the other earlier projects, Dog Whiff, of course, I think they've already crossed into like the main blue chips, if we can call it that.
Oh yeah, Dog with Hat is gonna be a winner. Yo, we got Jose coming in here saying, "Can I get a Chungo?" We already did that. Maybe we'll do it again at the end. But yes, salute to you. Also asking, what's your thought on Pork? Man, Pork's a tough one because they have a really strong fucking cabal. But dude, Polly is not. Dude, Polly, I don't know if y'all saw this, bro. Polly went on Spaces and called one of the biggest female crypto journalists a whore.
I saw that. I saw the space. The space was actually titled that.
No, it was titled that, bro. It's just like you're attaching. You have to just understand, man. It's like yes, there's good because he can get a bunch of attention, but you're also attaching yourself to like a guy who's gonna go out and do heinous shit, man. That's so unfortunate, bro. Like why? Because he's hurting all the people that believe in him. Like when you do this shit. So I don't know, man. I don't really want to talk more about it. I think it's a tough one because he has a whole cabal. I know that there's a bunch, like, dude, the Pork community is fucking, dude, they roll deep. They really fuck with him. But dude, that's it's hard to get behind that, man. Like I don't know about that kind of behavior, bro.
I'm gonna say this, man, and I usually keep my mouth closed about a lot of shit because it's just exhausting to talk about. Man, listen, this whole thing of look, I understand that we are in the Web3 space and the whole theme of it is degen, and we are against the traditions of traditional corporate systems and protocols and shit like that. But listen, I take respect very seriously. I don't like any form of disrespect. I get aggravated instantly by it, and I don't like that. You know, we have this whole culture now where everybody's trying to be completely edgy, right? And it even allows even allows for them for some of their you know, some of their what's the word I'm looking for? I guess you could say like anti-Semitic and racist tendencies, and you know, calling people whores. Like, why would you go do that as a founder? Like, there does need to be some form of couth, right? I know that we all, you know, we get in this industry and we can talk how we want to, we can say what we want, but listen. If you wouldn't say it to somebody in person, stop spewing that shit online. See, because what's going to start happening is some of y'all are going to start popping up to some of these Web3 conferences, and not everybody's going to be taking that shit so lightly, right? And you're going to have to stand on what you said. And we know this space is filled with a lot of incels and cowards and weaklings, you know, that really wouldn't want any of that smoke. So, you know, just stop, man. Because
Jose saying she's disrespectful to anyone. She's not a true journalist. Maybe true. That doesn't justify behaving like that, bro.
Who we referring to though?
We're talking about Laura Shin, who's a crypto journalist, and that's who he was calling a whore. Which is not like, again, I'm saying what he said, bro. Like I'm not saying this, but yo, it's like maybe all that's true, Jose, but that's not the way to handle it, bro. You don't make yourself or your community look good doing that. You don't put yourself up a notch or elevate yourself by behaving like that. I'm sorry. And dude, I'm as degen gets, bro. Like I'm out here every day. This is my fucking life. I've committed my life to this shit. I'm like, dude, 70+% of my net worth is in meme coins right now. Like I am a degen, but I know like, yo, this is just immature, disrespectful nonsense bullshit. And it makes all of us stink, bro. It makes the whole space stink.
And whether she's fake news or not, what does that have to do with calling it girl out
dude,
her name?
You just don't do that, bro.
You know what I mean? You could make a space and say that she's fake news if that's what she is. You don't have to call her that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that this is going to be how the internet operates. It's not even Web 2. It's not anything. This is how the internet's going to be, but also calling it out inside of our own community, I think, is important to do so. I mean, we need I think Biggie uses the term shoulder check. Like, some people need to be shoulder checked. Not starting saying
chin check.
there's a big difference between edgy and asshole, and I think that's kind of what you guys are referring to. So yeah, I wasn't gonna really talk about the poly stuff. Solana, to me, this stuff that's happening right now over there, and I've kind of like formulated how I'm thinking about all this stuff and how we talk about the airdrops and the volume and liquidity. This last like meme coin piece that we're seeing like pop up, where it's all this anti-Semitic or racist stuff, like, it feels very topish to me. At least a local top. Like, at least it doesn't look. This stuff could be, TVL could be 3x what it is now in 3 months, 4 months. But right now, it feels like this huge interest, liquidity, all this stuff is at its local top. And I will say, like, it got me thinking about like the products and all this stuff, how we always say that products really don't get a lot of love. Well, honestly, what I was thinking about in my head was this same interest and this same greed and all this stuff is going to lead, it's going to be quick, and then it's going to be a quick downward trend when it comes to how meme coins will eventually die. And they're not going to die fully, right? They're not going to, but this momentum is going to be sharp. And I think that's what ends up leading it back into the projects. Like, meme coins themselves have had this huge run up because of all the features, but those same features are what will kind of bring it down, at least in this local top environment. That honestly, like, to me, it feels like once people say, okay, this cycle is over, hot and heavy, where is the legitimate product? And I think that will be the rotation. I think that will be the rotation.
Buying Jupe. No, I think so too. I think Arrow's going to do well, but that's why I was buying up Jupe. And look, Jose is saying Portcoin 1 billion is inevitable. Dude, look, I hope that that's true for the community that, that's gotten behind this shit and that they do well. But yeah, I don't have anything else to say about it, man. Like, it's just disappointing whenever you see people that are such a loud, like a leader in the space, setting what are by almost any standard unacceptable, like standards, right? Like, this is not acceptable. It's just not, man. Like, you can be edgy and you can be clever and you can be witty and you can be smart, or you can just be a fucking dick.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what's happening over there on Solana right now. Again, I do think it kind of measures a little bit of a top, but who knows about this space and where it's headed. Some red across the board, like we mentioned, a couple different updates I want to jump into as we kind of hop into the middle of the episode here. Easy and Crypto saying, in the morning show in the tweet box, there was a tweet and link to all domains. What's the alpha on that Web3 if y'all know? All domains. So I know there's a Dimension airdrop that we want to mention. Also, this AVAX Foundation piece is pretty interesting. The meme coin rush. So projects, again, these protocols leaning into meme coins, right? Like, and that's the same type, in the same breath that we could say, okay, this unbridled kind of greed where there's nothing that's supporting these things but the interest and memery of it. The protocols are feeling the same way.
Have they started deploying capital yet? Because I know they did announce like earlier in the year that they were going to start deploying capital to meme tokens on Avalanche. The Avalanche Foundation announced that.
Yeah, so this is, I believe, that announcement. Let me see if I can actually find it. So meme coin season continues. The Avalanche Foundation is kicking off phase 1 of Meme Coin Rush, a liquidity mining incentive program designed to help scale liquidity and drive. So basically, I don't know if they're hand picking these meme coins. You can see Kakinu in there. Let me see if there's an image that I can get into. Bear looks like it's in there. What else? There's a couple others. They're probably hand picking meme tokens that they're going to incentivize liquidity on. Okay, you can see No Chill, Kimbo, Tech, and Kakinu are the first 4. So again, projects leaning into this.
Yeah, they're offering, they're like putting their money where their mouths are on this shit because they know. Again, the thesis for meme coins is, I think, becoming slowly a little bit more clear to people. And I think it still takes a while for it to fully develop and for people to really fully grasp what these things can be. But for right now, they give people easy iconography and ways to communicate about the culture within these different ecosystems and to latch onto them, and easy ways for these ecosystems to attract more users, more liquidity, and secure their networks and up their transaction volume and get people talking about them and using their shit. That's the the most simple terms right now is they just see like, oh, people want to fucking speculate on dog coins. Let's do more of that. Like that's the like most sort of simple version of this. Like, yeah, dude, people love this shit, but then you can get into like all the reasons why and then what it could be, and that's a much bigger combo that we'll develop. And I've got obviously lots of ideas about memetics and how humans have communicated for thousands of years. We don't have to go all into that, but the simple thing right now is they all realize that this is the easiest, most left curve way that people can fucking speculate and throw around money and have fun on your chain and attract new people and get them talking about it and sharing it all over their fucking timelines.
Yeah, when we first started seeing this meme coin situation start to pop up, it's wild, it's hot and heavy, all of this stuff. And when it first kind of hit about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, when it was like getting really hot, one of the things I mentioned was I hope this isn't the thing of this cycle, right? Because there's really nothing behind a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what, to be fair, like we saw it with ICOs, we're seeing a lot of pre-sales, aka these were essentially how ICOs formed. You would have a project, they say send it to a contract, they send you the tokens back, we're going to create the next decentralized Uber. How much stuff came out of that? I don't know. And at least with the NFT cycle, it felt like we were taking a step forward. I'm really hoping that meme coins are not like the thing of this Bitcoin run up to 150K. When we look back, I hope it's not a meme coin cycle.
I think it's okay. So I kind of am in the middle on this, right? Because while I don't think it's the thing or the only thing, I think it's going to be a big narrative throughout this cycle. Like, I just don't think meme coins just go away at this point. You know what I mean? Like, I
don't think they'll go away. But if they're going to be the major thing, the number one thing you look back on in this cycle, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the number one. I think for some people that only care about that, it will be their number one. But for most people, I think there's going to be other things. But what I'm trying to say is, like, dude, if at the end of this cycle, I keep saying this, I think there will be 25 to 30 meme coins across chains that have multi-billion-dollar valuations. And in the top 50 tokens, or let's just say top 100 of all the tokens, if I was going to guess like what percentage of the top 100 tokens are meme coins, I think it's something like 20 to 30% of them.
That's a bold prediction.
Yeah, I can look in the top 50 and see how much are meme coins now. I don't want to count all the way to 100
Doge and SHIB are both in the top 10 right now.
Yeah, I guess the statement had more to do with when we look back at cycles, there's one specific thing that everybody points to, right? ICOs 2017, NFTs. You got a little bit of DeFi, right? You had DeFi summer, but people are saying that the NFT cycle of 2021, what will that be for 2024? Yeah. Because again, we are still in this bull trend and will continue to be, at least that's the prediction. But what will people look back on? I hope it's not meme coins, because yeah, to me that sucks. All right, Dogecoin is 9, Shiba Inu 12, so keep a little bit of a ticker here.
That's 2. Yeah.
Pepe's 44.
That's 3.
I think Bohm's in there somewhere.
Bohm is not in the top 50. So
not top 50 yet. Yeah.
Yeah. So 3 of the top 50, and then when you get into the 50 range, you got Floki, Dog with Hat. So that's 2.
Mm-hmm.
I can show this off as well.
Hey.
Bonk.
Yeah, so you're probably like maybe 10%, right now, the top 100.
Oh, your mic. Yeah. All right.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm just saying that I think that increases throughout this cycle. I don't think it goes down.
Well, my thing is, I don't. Well, it might. I don't know if it'll catapult them into the top 50. I think as more liquidity comes in, you may see multiple meme coins worth billions of dollars, but then you got to see how the alts run up too when they have their run. See, because the difference between a lot of the meme coins and a lot of the alt coins that are actually trying to implement some type of real utility or build some type of protocol or whatever they're trying to do is that, first of all, when the noise goes away, you still have a utility to kind of hinge your bets on. Also,
you're explaining it way better than I am.
A lot of VC funding is going into these utility coins and these altcoins, right? They're getting money from the big boys in Silicon Valley. Whereas, the VCs, they come and they play around a little bit with the meme tokens, more as like almost like a hobby, right? Where they aren't in it to support the meme token itself. They're in it to get the liquidity. They'll run it up and then they'll slowly take out their profit and continue on to the real shit that they're trying to invest in. So, that's just my view of it.
So the one thing I will say, you're putting into words what I was trying to earlier, and I appreciate you doing that. Like, basically, not a lot of this stuff is backed by anything. Maybe, and I'm formulating this thought in real time, like they're just removing the set of requirements for ICOs, which was we're going to create a white paper, we're going to do all that stuff. And at the end of the day, that's all bullshit. Mm-hmm. And so these pre-sales and to an extent the meme coins are taking that out of it and saying, fuck it, we have a token, let's see what happens. You know what I mean? We'll try to meme it into existence, but we have a token. But they're just getting past all the fluff that was ICOs, which were essentially backed by nothing too, other than a paper.
Yeah, and I agree, Justin. I'm still trying to understand exactly what runes are over on BTC, but that everything's gonna have a shit coin cycle now because it's just so prevalent. Like hype has been so real. Like they're putting shit coins on every chain you can put them on now. It's just what's gonna happen. But also, like he was saying, like the real utility tokens, like people. And it is removing the barriers of having to go through it's just basically saying, listen, here's the contract address. We creating vibes. Here's some cool little art and here's some cool little memes that you can invest in. And we're going to try to get the community behind us. And VCs and people, they love this type of shit because they could just go in and it's almost like going in and excuse my analogy, but going in raw with no condom. And being able to just get straight access to liquidity and drain and double, triple up, 10x, 100x your investment and get out and then go over to real teams where you can actually look under the hood and see what type of utilities are being built and invest in them. And guess what? Guess who just appeared? Magic Man Huda. Huda, what's going on, my brother?
It's good. Good to see you guys.
Awesome, man. Hey, your mic's coming through.
Mic is different mic maybe
on input.
Check your audio inputs. But what's up, Huda? Happy to have you. Lots of interesting comments. Join asking, did Shep with Hat Rug already? Hasn't even launched, sir. You're early on that one.
Don't we still need to run through so just in case saying, don't we still need to run through the meme coin meta on BTC? Runes are just shit coins on BTC. Not my words. The dev himself said runes were just shit coins on BTC. We talked a little bit on the runes and R6 stuff yesterday. We could kind of briefly touch on that again. Huda, give us another test because I think the input was just coming through something weird.
Oh, weird. Yeah.
There
everything looks
good.
Okay. Cool. Hi. Good to see you guys. Hello. What's good?
What's up, man?
Runes.
What's going on? Yeah, you came at just the right time.
Hell yeah. Yeah, let's talk.
If you say runes 3 times, Huda the Wizard is summoned.
Oh,
Huda the Fuda.
I had something I wanted to bang on with Huda that I meant to bring up earlier this week. Damn, I gotta go out and find the tweet. But that fucking that Quantum Cats evolution, I wasn't feeling it.
Oh, are we talking the gold cape?
Yes.
Well, okay. You don't have to feel it. Just know that it's all of a sudden once it gets a gold cape worth like 150 grand.
The art gets better.
Do you feel it now?
I love the art.
Why?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay. When a cat gets a gold cape, it means you can trade him for a Taproot Wizard, which is going to be the top, the absolute pinnacle, like top ordinal you can get. And yeah, people. So one sold at Sotheby's or Christie's for like 1.5 Bitcoin, and somebody's got another one listed for like 1.9 Bitcoin, something like that. So they may not look great. They will still evolve. They've got like 10 or 12 evolutions, but you get the gold cape, you're going to be doing all right. Now, did one evolve today? No, okay, that is a little older. Okay.
Yeah, that's the older one. But I was just looking at like, what the fuck is this? But
yeah, right.
Okay, but if you could trade it for a Taproot Wizard, hey, listen,
looks great, doesn't it?
So it's almost the utility play. You got to think about the utility, DP, not the art there.
What's up, Marty? What's going on with Marty here?
Marty came in asking if anybody up here owns guns. So we knew that he came here.
Here we go.
Oh, he's ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally
with
choosing
some
energy
energy
today.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We're here for it. Happy to.
That's
have
why.
you.
That's why
We'll answer that
ahead,
offline.
man.
I can answer that offline. We've got a couple, but we'll answer it. Yeah, there's a ton of that comments flooding it, so I can't even read the rest of everybody's comments here. But Huda, honestly, like I feel like the state of the convo today is, I mean, we did have a little bit of a pullback. It feels like we're kind of trending downwards on crypto, but it felt like kind of a quiet day on the NFT front. The ApeCoin does have an announcement here with like an F1 sponsorship here. So ApeCoin DAO passed a partnership with a Redacted, so some Formula One team, but that looks to be pretty serious there. I think it has to be a multi-million-dollar deal if it's a multi-year partnership. We'll see exactly what the details are here. Let me see. Actually, we can go right into ApeCoin and see how much they funded this with. Or maybe I can find that later. But yeah, that's a pretty big update there from ApeCoin. Again, ETH NFTs, I got to keep shouting them out. I got to keep standing up here, but they at least held their kind of green, posture here over on the kind of floor price tracking. So Lil Pudgy's still at 1.2. Well, we might get a reflippening here. I don't know what we call it when Bored Apes flip Pudgy penguins, but they're kind of flirting with each other there. But yeah, I mean, it's still holding to actually having some green. You see Moonbirds up 26%, and that kind of flows into some others. Damn, parallel avatars 1.5.
Those are gonna be so fucking fantastic.
1 second, guys. I want to Jose. What do you mean it goes out to me? If you've been listen, you must not know me well. You must be new to the show because everybody on stage knows how I feel about Bored Apes Yacht Club. The only thing is, I just don't get emotional about this type of shit, and I just let it. Whatever I don't support, I just don't pay attention to. So I mean, I understand, and I have my own qualms with Bored Ape Yacht Club, but it is what it is. So yeah, we'll just move past that. But let's continue on.
You know what's funny though? This is random. Like, so when it's as slow as it is now, and it was slow yesterday too, I was like looking for content, things to talk about. And there's just like nothing, and I always feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like I'm like, oh my God, I'm just like, I must have throttled back today. And I'm just not like, I'm not seeing the stuff that's going on, and I'll dig, and there's just nothing really going on though. Right? Like it
feels weird because this space is so fast paced, and because this like Web3 crypto industry is like faster than almost any industry, that there's always stuff happening. That yeah, when the days are slow, you really feel it because you're going like 100 miles an hour to like 5 miles an hour on some days, and it's just not usually like that.
Yep. By the way, so Dead was making a comment about that gold cape. Sorry to bring us back to that cat.
Yeah, let's get back to the gold cape. I want to talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I think we should, because there was a really interesting story there and an interesting lesson. So when that cat evolved and got his gold cape, it was listed, right? It was already listed before. So it was listed for like 0.4, I'll say 0.49 Bitcoin. Somebody saw it, had the evolution, they went and sniped it. But you got some gangsters out there who watched the mempool. Somebody saw the transaction, copied it, and pumped the gas, right? Paid a higher fee, and he got it. He bought the cat instead. People can steal your transactions.
It's probably Biggie Poppins.
It might have been Biggie.
That's right, bro. So how much did they pay for it in total?
So the person who bought it got it for about half a Bitcoin. Yeah, and he's gonna be able to flip it for 1.5. So
just stoked that Bitcoin Puppets is starting to see multiple Bitcoin.
You might
Grails. Oh, I was just saying Bitcoin Puppets starting to see multiple Bitcoin bids on some of their grails is fucking exciting for me.
Those are going to be, those are up there. They are, you know what? Yeah, those are special.
Now
You
I
sound
do
like
have
you're
one
tripping
more.
over your words on something there, Huda. Say what you mean. Bitcoin puppets.
Well, I was trying to like find the right words to talk about how awesome I think they actually are, and it just wasn't coming to me. They're a special collection. Like if I ever had any doubts that they were going to be one of those top tier elite ones, I have no doubts now.
All right, so Runestone's taking up the top spot again. A huge supply there of more than 100,000. We brought them up yesterday. We did have, again, Cake is making a name for himself here. Even, I mean, this is over 30-day period. He's in the top 10.
They overtook Nodes yesterday. Couple hours. Wow. Lil Pups overtook Nodes. They were top 3 yesterday.
There is an interesting development here. Usually the derivatives I'm not a huge fan of.
Yeah.
There is like multiple now derivatives of specifically the puppets, right? You don't see this like multiple frog derivative or something else. You see puppets, and is it
world peace?
It's
there world peace, Q?
You got Puppy Maxi Biz, Little Pups, obviously the puppets themselves. I mean, to me, that's almost like in stacking. It's like the NFT equivalent of like stacking risk. If you go for like the 5th or 6th derivative here, it's a little bit more risky because I feel like that kind of all fall apart pretty quickly, just because the interest maybe has more to do with the original collection than just being unique.
I always argue the same thing, but again, knowing what Cake did with Caked Apes and the fact that sometimes these metas take off if they're done at the right time, with the right project, like you always see this where a couple of them might have a chance to do pretty well. I'm gonna be super honest. Like, I don't know where it goes from here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still holding a little pup. Yeah, I'm still holding a little pup. I've got a really fucking cool one that I'm still holding. I flipped one yesterday, but it could fucking keep going to the moon and actually track with Bitcoin puppets and be some percentage of that. I think a lot of people really fuck with this one. So if a derivative project has a chance of succeeding right now, it is this one, because they are all over the timeline. People are having fun with it. Like, that's all good signs. But to your point, Q, my general thesis for derivatives in general is that they can't last that long because all of the value is really being accrued back to the original IP. So this might be an exception, because there are some exceptions, and right now people really fuck with it, and I love Lil Pups. So
have Lil Pups gotten the support of Bitcoin puppets?
That's the other thing is, as you stretch this out, the original crew that made us a ton of money and is able to now spend it on derivatives runs out, right? Like, eventually it gets spread too thin, because you do see a little bit of like, hey, I own Bitcoin puppets. I should be in this derivative. Like, this derivative looks fucking sick. And to be honest, Cake's derivative looks the best out of all of them.
I guess what I'm saying is, like, if I think the longevity could definitely be increased if there was like some form of like a public handshake between Bitcoin puppets and Lil Pups. That's what, and I don't know if that's occurred. I'm asking.
It's not a handshake as much as it is like a culture thing of like, hey, I've embedded myself in this community.
But when he launched it, he gave both Opium and Bitcoin puppets like discounted early pre-sale too. Right. So it's like it's not being fully endorsed by Le Puppet Fru or the artist behind Bitcoin puppets, but did he absolutely get a bunch of the puppets holders interested and on board of this? Yes.
Yeah.
Right now, to my count, in like the top 30, we have Little Pups. Obviously, we were touching on that. Fuck yeah, Cake Nygaard. We got Rune Pups, so that's 2. Lay Puppets, that's 3. Let's see. There was another one. Puppet Maxi Biz. Bitcoin Puppets, which is the original. So we're sitting up like near 6 now of the original, and then there's Rune Pups, or I think I've already mentioned Rune Pups, but you can see
I flipped the Rune Pups too. Like, if you play these things right, they can go well. It's just the question is, like, do any of them actually become any sort of long-term community project, or do they all fizzle out?
That's the trickiest part of Bitcoin is, like, their pumps are so short-lived. Like, a lot of these collections, they may do something nice, and like a couple hours later, they are done for. It's weird. It's because there's still not a lot of collectors out there. Punk 6529 did that poll like a few days ago. Like, how many of you have an ordinal? and 50% of people still don't. Like, we don't have a lot of collectors there still.
So Justin Casey saying the Lay Puppet launched yesterday and immediately Little Puppet's volume disappeared, but then came back heavy yesterday, and there's a decent volume for Friday morning. Yeah, so I guess that's what you're mentioning a little bit. Huda. Marty saying down like PMBs, same are coming. Let's see. 2 Lady Puppets bought up yesterday by Dead Polaroid. So a bunch of comments coming through on this specific meta here. All right, Huda, you're in our chat saying, do you guys want to give away some Crypto Slam whitelist? I will say absolutely yes, just like DP. Let's do it.
I love the DP was yes.
Just
like yes, we do.
Of course.
I spoke for everybody. My bad, y'all.
No, that was beautiful. I loved it. It was cool.
As long as you handle this, sir, I am okay.
Well, okay, but I want to ask, how do you think we should give them away? I'll handle it, but I'm like, do you guys? Well, okay, but like, think, because we can wait. I can set up a subber. You can do a Twitter giveaway. Like, what would be the coolest thing to do?
We can integrate a subber into the Discord, but the Discord's private. We don't really just fuck with regular, any sort of regular person in that Discord yet. So
right. I have people asking me a lot. How do they get in your Discord?
I actually had a bunch of DMs that I haven't gotten to yet. Sorry, folks. I got to Easy's because he hit me up on Discord, but I will get you in. I promise.
What would get special
treatment? DP looks pissed.
Easy gets special treatment,
of course.
No, we should just give it out on a tweet. We should just do a tweet after this or whenever.
Can you do like the name picker or something like that? Like, is that easy?
Yeah.
If you want, like this show right here, just say you gotta like and retweet this show and do a name picker. You can even do it live here, and whoever wins, just DM your address.
What is it? Ethereum address you need?
It can be any. So we can do Solana, Ethereum, Avalanche, Bitcoin, or
just give us one. What do you want?
What is Ethereum?
Ethereum. All right, Huda. Yeah. Or sorry. Yeah. How many do we want to give away?
Let's do two.
Two.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys pick. I'll do up to 5.
I just want to be able to spread this out, and
we're gonna do it every day until the mint.
Okay. This is how it works. It's really easy. So Q, if you can drop the link for NFT Live on X. No, just drop.
Dude, it's so hard juggling in it.
Drop the link for NFT Live, the live video in the chat, and this is what you got to do. You got to go like it, you got to go repost it, and you got to get tagged 2 friends in the comments with your ETH address. That's it. And we're giving away 2 whitelists for Crypto Slam's upcoming mint right now on this show. We'll randomly select it. We'll use Twitter Picker. It's that easy. So the link to NFT Live on X, like it, retweet it, tag 2 friends in the comments with your Ethereum address, and we will select later today.
And also, if you can, leave a comment along with the tag, like not just 2 tags. Like if you could leave it so it doesn't get botted and we get banned and all that good stuff. I love it. All right, love it. All right, Gifted taking the reins on there. Yeah, I never like.
It always gets too
hey, let's do this in the middle of the show, and it's just tough for me. On the back end here.
Yep.
All right, guys, you saw the requirements. Go over there. I dropped the link also in the YouTube comments. If you're already over on X, it's that video. So the video we're sitting on right now. Yeah, exactly. You already be there. Leave the comment. Do all the requirements. There you go. We'll give away some white lists via Twitter. You'll see that post show. All right. There's a couple other things. Actually, there's nothing. I thought I had some. There's really nothing. I got nothing. I got this.
Oh yes.
Oh, Lord. Rate my bag. We haven't done rate my bags in a minute.
It's been about a month, hasn't it?
It has been about a month. I don't think we do this officially, but there's nothing else to do, people.
Well, shit. I guess the meta switched to rate my memes.
That's true. We have to scrap all of this.
We had to resort yesterday on my afternoon thing. We played Fuck, Marry, Kill for half an hour. That was the show.
For what, NFTs or like founders?
We did it with some of the influencers.
Wow.
Yeah. I feel
Let's
bad.
not. You know what? I would love to
pull that up
and
just watch it.
It was pretty fucking funny.
I'd love to get some of my Friday back. So you know what? Let's not do Fuck, Marry, Kill for 30 minutes, and I'll go hit the gym. How about that?
I'm
going to tell you our 3 candidates. It was Farouk, Nick, and Paulie.
Farouk, Nick, Paulie. Yeah. No,
Can I just kill? Can
no,
we play
I'm
kill?
I already have given a ton of airtime to some of those folks.
Much.
So let's remove ourselves. But who directly after this episode, I'm going to see who you answered because I am interested.
You said Farouk, which
yeah,
makes
Melton,
some of your guests wrote
Ronan.
no, actually no.
for the win. Yeah, I think so. Justin,
Yeah,
comment
shout
of
out
the
to
day.
Ronan, man. Shout out to Ronan. But we miss you, man. I haven't seen you around in a while. I hope you're doing well. I thought about Ronan because who to mention Farouk, and we all know. Never mind. I ain't gonna put my man business out there like that because I don't know if I have permission to. But I just thought about Ronan, man, and miss you, buddy.
He's a good dude.
Marty,
I love Ronan. Yeah,
Marty's coming through with the second best comment of the day. Huda, that show was crazy. I would have picked Nick for all three.
I'm telling you though, it was legit crazy. Like I left it like feeling high and still laughing, and I'm also like, we shouldn't do that again.
Yeah, that's like on a record. That's like on a non-recorded Twitter Space is when I would do stuff like that. What's up, Gif?
Christian's calling you out, Q. He's saying Q's still ignoring my DMs.
Yeah,
Just putting you on blast, bro.
I'm not
trying to get
man.
into that good old Discord, huh, my man?
Not great. I'm much more responsive on Telegram and Discord, but
Q, roughly
yeah,
how many DMs? How many DMs have you ignored for a request to join the Discord?
Not much. This is not. We put it out like what 3 days ago. Like we made it public that you can message us.
I didn't know that. I'd tell you the truth.
So you are bringing people in? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell people to DM you if they want in.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's not just
Here's
anybody
the thing I
that
don't
DMs.
want to do. Yeah, because people will DM. So directly after that episode, we got a bunch of DMs, and some of those people I know and that have been around, but some of them are like, "What up, Q? I've been around and been in the community." I'm
No,
like,
you haven't. No, you haven't. Stop fucking lying. Stop lying. I look at those views.
We take our curation responsibilities of this community extremely seriously. This is serious stuff. Okay, you might think these are just shit coins and meme coins, but no, this is our culture.
And
we
trust
have
me,
an
people.
inactivity ban as well, or kick. I don't want to say ban, but we have an inactivity kick. So if you're not active in the damn Discord for like 2 months. Boom.
And one thing I will say, that shit will work against you for my people that's faking like you've been around for a while, because everybody that's in the Discord has been around for a while. Like we all are very familiar with each other. Even if you see like Marty gets up on here and talk shit on stage, I mean on the chat the way he does, because Marty is like the problematic cousin. We all, no matter what Marty says, we know he's gonna pop back up. No matter if he throws a fucking temper tantrum or whatever, we know we're gonna see him around. Yeah. So we know we're very familiar with each other. So we know who's been around and who hasn't. We've been talking in these chats for a while. I started out as an OG community member. Like, I know who's fucking been around.
Christian's in his feels.
He is
feeling
dude.
some kind of way.
It's an emotional episode right now. All right, let's get into more emotion. I said I was going to say remove emotion, but there's no such. We've lost community members over this thing. This thing right over
it's
here.
Serious. This is our
people
culture.
have left the community because they don't like the placement. So, real quick, we got S tier. CryptoPunks, Bored Ape Yacht Club, which I'm going to switch the picture finally. Pudgy Penguins, Chromie Squigs, and Super Yetis. Do we take the Yetis off at some point, or we just lean into it? Because every time I got to answer the same old question. Yetis at S?
Q.
Yetis at S?
Yes. The answer is just yes. You don't have to overthink it, bro. It's come on. This is full left curve. That's what it is. Choose the left curve every time, fam. Look, this is easy. Just move Bitcoin Puppets up to A, and I think we're good. We did it.
Yeah, I was about to say, truth be told, has there even been enough activity to kind of do a rate my bags right now when it comes to NFTs
mean?
outside of Bitcoin Ordinals?
Actually, CyberCons have done some
you can
actually
put
cool
nodes,
shit to justify A.
Yes.
Put nodes and Bitcoin Puppets up to A, and then you're done.
Oh, okay, Gift that. Thanks.
No, that's it. Yeah, you're welcome.
Wait, where's that Bored Ape going?
I'm just switching.
He just wants to change it for some reason.
I didn't like the one. We just had like a random Bored Ape. I don't know.
Well, okay. I was gonna say Bored Apes maybe belong at A instead of S now.
No, but the question is, what would it take? No, because it's not true. But I think to me the exercise of like how low would they have to go? How low would they have to go for us to not consider them one of the top, S tier projects?
And I was just trying to be controversial. Like they probably should always be there. In a way, maybe it doesn't matter the price unless they do something like shitty.
Yeah.
You can move Quantum Cats up to A.
Is Chromie Squiggles gonna just be on this list? Like, it just feels like it stands out. Like, it shouldn't be on this list.
It shouldn't be S now.
Oof.
Oh,
Marty's
they're
already
down to
crying.
like. Hang on, what are they down to now? It's like insane how far they've fallen.
Wait, can we actually go look at the Squiggles floor? Should we fucking buy a Squiggle?
Dude,
Are
they're
are they getting super low right now?
How much?
Okay, this might sound
5
crazy, but
ETH.
they're 5 fucking ETH. I think they got down in the 4s actually.
So Winzy now is sitting around
4.9
as
is
well.
the floor. Holy shit! And consider this: they're really propped up by that DAO. They really are.
Yeah.
If that DAO wasn't there, these would be 2 or 3 ETH right now.
What are you putting your bids in at? You putting your bids in at 3
I would
ETH?
buy a 2 or 3 ETH.
Yeah, I buy it
we
too.
probably
2 or
should be
3.
buying the
Yeah,
5.
I scrounge us some ETH to buy 2 or 3.
See, this Chromie Squiggle event that Huda just mentioned, though, where it's being propped up by the DAO, that's what's dangerous. Like, I'd much rather these right now just completely collapse to whatever floor they're going to,
Get some
and then
new
we can see
people in.
some. Then we can see some price discovery a little bit.
Yeah.
But right now, it's like everyone's kind of like side-eyeing each other, being like, well, you know, the rug could be pulled out at any moment.
Yeah,
That's
it's
interesting. Dead Polaroid said Kevin Rose owns too many. That's why I sold mine at 90.
Ooh.
He said, "Don't look, no."
Well, like, can we say the unsaid part, or can we? What is the saying? It's like say the quiet part out loud here, that maybe nobody's been wanting to say about. Oh, we've got this DAO that's like propping it up. It's literally the exact same thing as just sweeping your own floors. That's what it is. Like we talk about it like it's some grand, brilliant idea.
They make
like
it
they
sound
have the
nicer.
Squiggle,
Yeah,
they have the Squiggle DAO that's like has all these different rules. But you're just sweeping your own floor.
Marty's saying the DAO hasn't bought in at least 9 months, though.
I don't think that's true.
Interesting.
I like, and this is without like having looked myself, but I swore they did a bunch of buy-in here in the past like few weeks even.
All right, maybe we can get some.
I guess I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like Rate My Bags for us to do it now, they kind of be null and void by the time this shit is out. Because I still don't think it's not NFT season yet, just yet.
Oh.
I think
well, we got to keep it up though. There's like things that are happening. Yeah,
it's maintenance. DP, you know, sometimes you just got going down there, clean it up a bit, you know.
So, Marty, by the way, is in the DAO. That's cool to know. So they have not bought any. That's interesting. But okay, puppets.
They
I don't know if there be
loans.
any
You
more.
guys are now talking wrong. Come on, Huda. You see what we're having to deal with in the chat now because of you. Got to deal with Marty McFly. With his,
He'll always let us
you're
know.
wrong.
There's something about that dude. I love him.
There is. All right. Let's see. We got the S tier. Anything deserve to be moved up to S? So we're talking
Quantum Cats might be working their way in there now. Who'da maybe eat my words with that whole you get to trade them for a Taproot Wizard announcement. I didn't know.
I
that.
think Nodes, Quantum Cats, and Puppets probably should be an A.
Yeah, well, I guess Quantum Cats too. But definitely Bitcoin Puppets and Nodes. But yeah, I guess Quantum Cats are pretty fucking important just because of, I mean, they launched really well. I'm not as deep into it as Huda is, but obviously, like with their Taproot Wizard connections, it's a big deal.
I'll tell you, they're one of the more interesting ones because they've not had any wild movement since the mint, really. You know, like they hung around in the 0.2 kind of thing. They got up to 0.3 something, and they just haven't had that explosive thing yet. That's what makes me maybe like them at this price, you know?
Recency bias is the hardest thing to fight on this list. But to me, it's like as I move the ordinals up, I feel like I almost want to move doodles down. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like it just, but it's like recency bias.
Just
I feel like
give it. Let ETH. I would say let ETH season come in first before we start it.
Well, here's the challenge. It's like even something like OPEPN, like how we compare some of these things is really challenging across chains. So like what OPEPN's done is incredible, and obviously that's an iconic collection.
Mm-hmm.
However, the floor price for an OPEPN right now is like 2 G's. Or what is it? It's like $2,000, and you're sitting it next to a fucking node that's like 50 grand. You know what I mean? It's just like these things
not
are
just price.
No, I know, but like that's not even close.
Yeah,
you know what I
Pepin
mean?
floor is $900.
Dude,
Oh,
$900 versus like 50K.
Right.
So it's like I know that floor price isn't everything.
I think I got the cheapest. I got the cheapest PFP out of anybody up here. I'm owning this.
No,
Got
dude,
Dom?
mine's not even a fucking
Well, yeah.
NFT,
What was
bro.
yours? What was yours before? Nakamigo. Yours was
I did have
your
a
last
Nakamigo at one point.
Nakamigo. What did the Nakamigos cost?
What's that the last one?
What's the
No,
floor
my last
price?
one. No, my last one was my Oni Ronin, which is priceless.
Literally priceless.
Actually,
You can't sell it.
Literally can't sell it.
I rock a mutant bat.
What's a mutant bat going for, Huda?
50 cents.
Wow. Okay.
Whoa,
All right.
whoa.
Well, my man got me. Wow.
I'm gonna
almost
check.
said
I think
something that I'll regret.
0.00. Let me see. Hang on. I gotta look. 0.008.
0.008.
So $26.
I almost made a say dig, but anyways.
shit.
All right.
I don't think the Kongs are ready for. Well, they're fine today. Yeah.
No, I think so too.
I'm like,
I think
waiting
Cool
for them
Cats
to
will move down.
Cool Cats.
Yeah, I think they'll move down.
Ooh, I think they're okay.
I don't know.
B.
I think they're
Ooh,
good.
We got to move Avagachi up soon.
Yes.
They finally doing the Gotchi chain shit. At least a B for the Gotchi chain for 1 month. I got to give my dude some credit for finally pulling the trigger.
Put Bitcoin frauds up at B2 simply because they follow fucking literally everybody in Web3 on X. There's not a profile that I can go to that I don't see Bitcoin frauds as a follow.
Shout out Choina. Choina's been a trooper.
Yeah. Troina says Avagachi gets B for base now. And you know what? I have to say, I'm really hoping that this move starts to, I don't know, get them more of the respect that they deserve. Yeah.
I just want to chain to support them. That's all. They're gonna get that.
And I want to say, I think we've probably been one of the first people that were out there saying that they should get off Polygon. I think it was unpopular when we were saying they should get off Polygon. Everybody was telling us like, "What are you talking about, man? It's great over here. We're doing great. Polygon's awesome." There was like that cope whenever we were pointing out like, I don't know if Polygon's it, fam. Maybe Avagachi should like go to Ronin or consider somewhere else. And everybody was like, "How dare you?"
Okay,
Polygon's awesome.
I'm not gonna disagree with you. It did feel like people were kind of just holding out hope that it would work out. I think that's what it was. All right, frogs at B, I'm comfortable with. I don't see any Say collection. I mean, Saiyans still is holding the top spot within the Say community. I don't.
Yeah.
Man, it's tough
gotta
because
get
the
more
volume
attention
is
back
so
to
low.
Say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The volume's so low that it probably shouldn't be up here with the likes of Cool Cat. And I say this as a Say maxi. You know how I feel about Say. I still think it really has a dope community. But if you're putting it up there with Cool Cats, it just doesn't. I don't know if the cross chain one makes sense.
I think for what it represents within the Say ecosystem, that like again, trying to judge a cross change is hard, but I do think that it deserves. I would keep it at B personally. Is what I'm trying to say. I think what it's done, huh?
No, I'm saying so. I said no. Gifted said yes. DP and Huda. That way we can make a decision. But I see where you're going with it, Gif. I just want to get the answer.
As far as
Saiyans
up, remaining in B, oh man, that's tough.
Yeah.
You don't piss anybody off, DP? What's going on?
Nah, not even that. I just wonder if they should move. I don't think they should move up. I'm trying to think if I want to leave them where they at or move them down one notch.
Okay, while you're thinking about it, Huda, basically, this is a basic discussion around like just cross chain, how we rank these, right? Because Saiyans is the largest NFT with the on Say. Do they belong on something like B? Even with, I mean, the top volume they had today was probably $10,000. Was the 1 day volume?
See, I guess I'll leave them where they are for the sake of if we talking about change, because me moving them down and be me kind of like taking out my not even my frustrations, but taking out the lack of liquidity with Say. And I feel like Saiyans is not necessarily a problem with them per se, as much as it is a problem with the chain getting more recognition.
Yeah. There's something to be said less about price, but more about just their relevance in their ecosystem. So they get a little, it's like that handicap in golf or something like that, right?
All
Like
right.
they get a little extra.
I'm hearing you guys agree with Gift Ed. So we're gonna leave Sands. The one thing I will add to this, like I've been super let down by the Sands marketplace, the NFT marketplace. We tried to, we had a couple conversations with the guys, and it felt like they thought that they were just gonna be okay competing with Pallet and Quick Market or Quick Exchange, what have you. It's like, dude, this is you guys are literally the exchanges are fighting for a pie. Everybody else,
it's a very small pie.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I don't think I would I think I would probably give them some grace on that, simply because I think they probably anticipated that there would be a lot more volume moving onto the chain, and it's probably hard for them to stay afloat right now with this being such little volume happening across the chain. You know what I mean? Like there isn't enough to go around.
Yeah, the one thing in this current world that we live in is having a bunch of community and like loud people out there talking on your behalf and really getting it out there, getting you some attention consistently. That would have been really difficult, I think, but really didn't figure that out, did they?
I feel like the founders of the project of SEI itself need to come together with some type of marketing effort, and it probably doesn't need to be anything super overt, but they need to find a way to get some organic marketing out there.
I think they're gonna do that, and you'll see a wave with V2, which they're saying is coming in April. Some really good comments coming through. Draco saying CloneX should now be at C. Dead Polar is saying Quantum Cats should be at A. And Puppers are S tier. What other collection has this many derivatives?
Puppets at S tier?
Bored Apes.
I don't think I could. I don't think we
I love
put
you,
Puppets
Dead.
at S, but
man, you're smoking crack, brother.
Quantum Cat should be an A. I think we've kind of looked at that. I do agree with Draco completely. Like the news about Artifact, I don't see how that doesn't affect CloneX.
Yeah. Yep. Agreed.
I guess maybe a community takeover is like the way you could lean into a narrative. And I don't know. I think 10KTF's doing a little bit of this right now of like trying to refine their focus in their community. But yeah, I'm comfortable moving CloneX down if everybody is.
Yep.
Oh yeah, for certain.
What's that floor at? I saw it dropped to about half an ETH, I think. Is it still tanking, or is it?
V-Frame should be in D.
Ooh, possibly. Interesting.
Jesus Christ, man.
Are we close to putting Gutter Cats in F?
Yes.
Like wrecked? Like that they had that takeover and everything that didn't hit.
Dude,
they had gang token.
Yeah.
The gang token is like, okay, can we be honest about this too?
Yeah.
Can we just be real honest about what's happening with gang token? This is literally just them trying to get an exit liquidity event.
Ooh.
For the bag holders, for the people that took it over, for the founders or whoever's still invested in that collection that's down bad, that's like trying to figure out an exit. Gang token that's what that is. Can we be honest about it?
Yeah, there you go.
Huda looks like Huda was the anonymous founder behind Gang Token. Okay, he's back.
That doesn't mean it doesn't have a run up, and maybe you can't also get in on that, on a pump, but just beware that like the people that are behind it are going to be the ones that are dumping it.
Yep. And Milady belongs at B.
Yeah, it's held up pretty well, hasn't it?
It goes opposite the market. Like when the E stuff did bounce, they went down. But when the market's struggling, people want the pure collectible, the we're delivering nothing thing. I'm really impressed with them.
It's true, unfortunately, but it's true.
Yeah.
But yeah,
let's see. I don't think Claynosaurs probably deserves to be a B unless you guys have any.
What's the floor prize, bro?
It's like, I know in that world they have just a great reputation, but
they've been doing cool collaborations. They're even doing like cross-chain collaborations now.
Yeah. Yep.
So unless their floor price went to zero, I think they probably should still be there. Because again, as far as I know, and we already, I think Huda summarized this well. Your relevance within your ecosystem does count in our algorithm here, and they are one of the more relevant PFPs in Solana still, as far as I know.
Yeah, the volume on the 7-day is Ferganas, Mad Lads, Famous Fox, Tensorians. some other like Mutant Mon, Magic Ticket, Homeowners Association Parcel,
Okay.
and then Claynosaur's at 9.
So they're still there and they've been around as one of the top collections.
Yeah, but Doggo's at 19 there. So
People
that's on
love
7-day
parcels.
volume.
People are waiting on parcels to pop off the whole RWA narrative.
Yeah, Prado's saying I got offered 6 ETH for a rare gutter dog. Now it's worth 0.1.
I was about to say, you didn't take the 6E?
I didn't either. Shit, I had a laser-eyed dog. I still have that laser-eyed dog.
I'm going to make a prediction here, by the way. Quantum Cats are going to end up, this is down the road, but they will be S tier.
Woo!
Let me ask you.
Say it live. Say it live.
Bookmark this, clip this, whatever you need to do, but Quantum Cats will be S tier one day. This year.
Hot.
Yep.
Take.
Is there a threshold on how many Taproot Wizards will be claimed through Quantum Cats?
They have not
DP
told,
loves
this.
this
It's what makes it
utility
really,
piece.
really exciting. Honestly, it's
Well,
so exciting.
the only reason I'm asking that because my thesis is like they will be S tier until all the Taproot Wizards are claimed through them. But then again, I don't know because who knows what type. One thing they have going for them is that they're rolling out like some crazy utility behind them, so you just never know what the fuck they got coming.
It's all that, and it's also that between Quantum Cats and Taproot Wizards, there's only going to be 5,000 ish. Like it's such a small supply across both of them.
Yeah,
they're going to be elite, and people will want them, and they will get out of range quick. When they hit that no monkeys price, people are fucked.
We glossed over this a little bit, but Chromie Squiggles at S. Do we move those down?
Yes.
Yeah, moving down a notch.
Wow.
Man, the provenance of that is really key to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree.
Because I feel like this is one that like when Ethereum narrative eventually does come back, I don't know when, but it will happen. Squigs are gonna fly again.
Do we make a statement here together, guys? Because I actually agree. I think they're significant. I don't care.
They're
what
incredibly significant. That's not like there's ways to measure their significance on chain. You know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm getting a poll out, S or A right now. I just made it go live. You guys get into YouTube.
Marty,
get a little bit
Marty
of
and
votes.
Jimmy Butterworth
Let's see what the community says.
Yeah, Marty, Jimmy Butterworth, and all of his alter egos, and probably Jose are going to vote against it.
Last ordinal question for you, Huda. Give me your price prediction on the floor price of a Taproot Wizard when they finally are released.
1 Bitcoin. Like when they launch. In the long run, multiple Bitcoin.
I think you guys should off line talk about this Quantum Cast because DP, ever since you even talked about this Taproot Wizards thing, has been just grilling Huda with questions.
No. That was honestly my last question. I'm just wondering. I'm wondering where they'll come in at.
Christian Jensen saying, "How about taking the Squigs off the board? Keep it PFP only." That might be an agreement we can get into right now. 60% of you saying S tier. So we'll
what about the artsy fartsy people that like to use squiggles as PFPs?
I think we got to go an art ranking at some point.
Yeah, we do have that somewhere. So we got to dust that one off. You know, if we're gonna do that. But here's the other thing that I want to throw out there.
It's right here
for people to consider is that if you're voting to like drop and sort of disregard squiggles, just understand that you're sort of fudding your entire bags, because if squiggles aren't valuable and aren't relevant and important, then almost nothing in your fucking bags are. So like just understand what you're doing here. When you start to diminish squiggles as a project, you're basically saying almost all generative art is not worth anything. Provenance does not matter. Even being like one of the most important iconic collections ever created in all NFTs, it doesn't really fucking matter.
It gets to how much of a stain Kevin Rose left on this whole situation.
But it would also be like moving CryptoPunks down, where I don't think you could ever do that.
We can't let one dude literally wreck the entire fucking history of NFTs. I'm sorry. That's fucking stupid. Like, get over it. Like he'll sell his bags eventually and then he'll be fucking gone. And yeah, his stench will stick around for a little bit, but just cover your nose and fucking move forward, y'all. Like
But if provenance doesn't matter, we're all fucked. You're right.
Yeah,
So
dude.
I think they always are there. They're almost the CryptoPunks of art. Almost.
All right. So unless they're being removed off this list, I think we can agree, and it looks like the community split. So we're just going to leave them up at S unless they're being removed. Real quick, guys, we do have to run here in just a moment. We took a brief look because it has been a slower day on the NFT side as well as crypto side. So we're going to jump out of here in like the next 5 to 10 minutes. Captains, Mad Lads, O'Peppin at A, and I'll add Doodles in there because we kind of half moved them off. Does anybody deserve to move? I'm guessing down, right? I don't think any of these deserve to be moved up.
I would maybe almost argue Milady is an A. I'm shocked that Bodagos, with all the hype around Nick and their show has really kind of been ramping up. I'm shocked that they only maintain a 6 soul floor price. Still.
What's the supply?
I want to say like 8,000. I'm going to check here.
It's like
we're talking Bodagos.
Yeah.
8,700.
So
weird.
I'm still holding at least one Bodago for that reason, that I just, they have these crazy pumps, but for some reason they haven't held yet. But I just think at some point they're going to have that leg up and then hold. You know what I mean? Because at some point they've seen so much volume. They're getting so much awareness. They have an entire sort of like media empire behind them now that, yeah, I personally think Bodagos are a buy at this price, and that at some point they will sort of take that next real step up. Because I've been kind of surprised too at like how quickly these pumps that they see like sell off. But I think also a lot of that again just comes back to like the way that a lot of Solana people move in the space. I don't want to harp on that or get back into that, but I don't know, man. People like when you can make like 1 or 2 SOL, like that's a huge deal because most people in Solana are excited to make $2 or $3 on a fucking trade.
Yep, agreed. All of that. Got to peek at C again. Just one more skim through all this stuff.
I'm still like the ones that
gods. I like Killer Bear stuff. Go ahead, Gif.
Well, the ones that are question marks for me on the A are Meme Land, Captains, and O'Peppin right now. Those are the ones that like have question marks around them to me.
So Captains, I don't anymore since Stakeland. I think that is such a big deal, and meme coin is so attached to Captains, right?
Yeah.
Where I don't know if they generate meme coin still, or if they just have that batch that's attached to them still. I don't quite know how that works, but Stakeland I think is going to be a very big deal. I think they're a significant PFP. I couldn't picture them at B basically.
Okay.
All right, so Doodles and Mad Lads and O'Peppin. We haven't had much talk on moving them down, so maybe we will come back to this on a more official base once April hits.
Yeah.
But we kind of clean this up just a tad. I think we moved some things around. Quantum Cat's edging into that 8 or that A territory there.
A little edge.
Man, just a little edge. Just a little edge there. The C category, I'm really interested. This is the first time that I remember us talking about Moonbirds since the acquisition, and I'm super interested in with this Yuga Labs move, what's going to happen there long term. DeGods is in that category as well. Here on C, V Friends at C, Killer Bears moving to Solana is a pretty big story. We have we have Canpai Pandas there, and then the D category. I mean, you're looking at some. I think maybe Fergana's could potentially be a little bit higher just based on like the activity and volume that they're seeing over there on Solana. Like I think they're the #1 traded actually on Solana, where a lot of these are just almost dead. So
yeah, I think everything here looks pretty solid.
Okay.
I mean, I could argue Moonbird's probably D, but I think C's fair right now too. And same with Clone X.
Fergana's seems like another one, like, because aren't they holding a pretty low floor too, like 2 or 3 SOL?
3.8, I think.
Oh, they moved up a little bit. So Fergana seems like another one, kind of like Bodagos to me, that is consistently in like the top traded projects that does not seem overpriced. It seems kind of undervalued right now. So I don't own any Ferganas, but it's one of those that you just keep seeing. It keeps being in the top traded collections. So I don't know. Seems like maybe could do well in this next cycle.
Do runestones belong on this list?
No.
Nah.
We're trying to keep them PFPs. We're trying to keep them PFPs.
Squigs is the only one that we've kept on because some people do rock it as a PFP.
Fair. About to change my PFP now.
just so they can get off the
Yeah.
All right, folks, we're done with NFT Live for the day and the week. Again, we survived a whole nother 5 days, man. A whole nother pretty much 7 days. And it feels good.
This space is beautiful, man.
It feels like, to me, it feels like we're just taking like a bit of a breather as far as the space goes. I think we probably go sideways, at least up until the halving.
When's the halving? Is that a
well?
April 20th.
Yeah,
420.
3 or 4 weeks.
But I think we've already had like our little mini super cycle, a mini super cycle. You know what I'm saying?
That was nothing.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I called it like the miniest of the minis. I don't think we'll probably see I don't think things will get too crazy again until, and this is just my thesis, I don't think things will get crazy like that again until around the halving time.
I disagree, and I hope that you're wrong. So you could be right. So that's one thesis. That's DP. He thinks that we crab out and we don't get any more crazy volume until the halving. I personally believe the opposite. I think we see another all-time high before the halving, and then people sell the news on the halving, and that's when you get the real like 40%. So maybe he's right, and again, it could go either way. So you again, not financial advice. You do it with what you want, but the way that I'm thinking about it is I keep buying into the fact that this is a super cycle and that things are going to be a little bit different than they normally would, and that because we hit an all-time high so quickly before the all-time halving, I know it's different, right? I know, but no, I'm buying and I'm drinking that Kool-Aid that I think that we're going to see things behave differently because of all the new things that are happening that we've never seen before. And I think it was 2013, there was like a double top or something like that. And in one of the cycles, there was a double top on Bitcoin. And like a lot of people are talking now that like that could happen in this cycle too. Like that's the type of shit that I'm kind of like looking for to happen here. So I don't know. Maybe we crab out. Maybe that was it. Maybe we already saw it, like DP said, and he's right. But I think we still got almost a month before the halving, and that's a long time with all the shit that's happening right now. I would be shocked if everybody just wants to sit on their hands and not do much.
All right, we made a bet on Nick, by the way, 2 episodes ago, and we said by the start of next week, by the start on a Monday, our chart still looks great, by the way. It's either going to Valhalla or 0. So we're in that range. But we are at 5 million now. We said below or above 4 million. It actually ran up a day ago to double that to 8 or 9 million. And we're sitting at 5 right now, fellas. So we'll see on Monday what this falls in between. Someone's going to have to do like latrine duty or something.
The bet was above or below 5? Is that
above
what it was?
or below 4?
Oh, wow.
I thought you were here for that. Were you not here for that?
I was, and I said under, but that number, you can't change.
It might have been 5.
I'm not gonna change, but I'm gonna lose that. I think
we got to go double check if it was 4 or 5. Baby. He says it was 4, but y'all smash the like for this expert technical analysis we're doing up here. Did y'all see that chart? Yo, we are fucking killing it on this meme coin, shit coin TAing that we're doing.
Taint ass analysis, baby.
That is expert. Smash the like. You can't get this kind of coverage, this kind of alpha or insight anywhere else. I'll tell you that much. Nobody draws a chart like this, man, Nifty Q.
You just need a few more Bollinger Bands.
That's the sell zone. That's the target zone. And yes, it's already behind where the ticker's going, but that's what's crazy is that Q sees things on these charts nobody else sees. And that's what you get when you come here to NFT Live, fam. Smash the like.
If you look at the MACD, it's showing that it's clearly a rainbow pattern.
It's gone out of the Fibonacci lines there. So we're actually going to 0.
That's a head and shoulders and dick pattern. It's fucking beautiful.
This is actually the first time that you've ever seen a chart that goes backwards. That's the thing. Like literally, I'm thinking we go back in time.
We're inventing new trends.
All right, folks, we're out of here. Our 5-Bar Tribe. Appreciate you tuning in. Leave a like for these awesome creators. Leave a follow on X. Do what you got to do. Huda has a show tomorrow, live show, 8:15 Eastern, I believe. Inside NFTs. Beyond that, I was reporting live from the bathtub last week, so I don't know if I'll be there with Choosing Rich in the bathtub there tomorrow, but I'll try to tune in, man.
Beautiful. So that show maybe changed. Dude, that was
Rich in the tub.
Hilarious. It was epic. Yeah, that show may change. I won't change it this week, but now that there's a daily show, I feel like that Saturday one, yeah, tossing around some ideas. Maybe it's like a live 15-minute market update. You know, I got to feel that one out. But for tomorrow's show, continues as usual.
Okay, DP.
Today though,
last words.
4:30 Eastern time, 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, live show. So
This man is just getting fucking
check it out.
after him. I can't even keep up with how many shows this guy's got. DP, send us out.
Hey man, again, thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking part and partaking in this cultural event that we bring you all, that you all need to fucking tap into. Make sure more people tap into it, because you don't get this much diversity, you don't get this much alpha, you don't get this much community participation, you don't get this much fucking dog in us that we got in us, that we bring it to the chain. We're turning shit up, we're making it rock. We only going higher and higher, further and further. We ending this year off with over 250 subscribers. You want to be able to say that you were amongst the first 10,000. So let's go, people. Let's go.
Preach.
Look at Shep. Shep with
Snapback.
Shep with snapback.
Yo, I vibe our tribe, fam. Have a great weekend. Appreciate everybody up here and everybody out there. Smash that like, subscribe to the Web3 Network. Everything DP just said is facts. And yeah, that's it.
I wouldn't lie to you. I cry to you before I lie to you.
You see, you can take a
What?
because he's got a real. All right, that's it. Sorry.